Hi everybody, my name is Jessie and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you enjoy perfume and also ASMR, you are in a good place for our video today. Alright, so today I'm doing a review of Versace's Versence. This is a fragrance that's been in my collection for probably 3 years. I am parting ways with it right now. That's why I'm doing the review. I really enjoy it. I just noticed that I don't reach for it enough, and as you can see, I've got a lot of fragrances, so that's why I'm letting go of it. Did I? Yeah, I didn't make it like it. Sometimes I'll make like a tiny decant if I really like it enough, but I felt like I could just part with this one, and you know, if I really wanted it again down the road I could buy it, but because it's pretty affordable, but I felt happy to just part ways with it and sell it. But it is a really nice, fresh, invigorating, bright kind of unisex fragrance. So as you can see, it's better if you have like not a hand on as the background, but it's a green liquid and green packaging, so it is kind of somewhat of a green fragrance, although there's technically no green notes in it. It has a bit of that vibe, but it's really more citrus. It's more citrus and a little bit woody and touch of floral. Very much a citrus fragrance, and like I said, to me, fairly unisex, like maybe leans a touch feminine, but fairly unisex. Just a very fresh kind of spring summer scent. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and spray this, go over the main accords and notes together. I don't own any other Versace fragrances in my collection, but I will touch briefly on Yellow Diamond, which is not in my collection, but I just happen to have it on hand because I'm selling it. No one's bought it yet. Okay, so got my Flower Fairy cards. Today we have the Polyanthus and Grape Hyacinth Fairies. Okay, and I'm going to give this a spray and just let it dry down. Okay, so this is finally dried down. I'm going to give it a smell. Yes, so it's very fresh, invigorating, citrus, a little bit, just touch woody, but not in a deep way, like a lighter woods. And something a little bit almost spicy about it. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but a little bit like fresh, spicy, aromatic. So yeah, beautiful fragrance, very natural smelling. If you are more interested in something that does not smell just like straight up, perfume department store, this one smells more natural to me, and not super strong, so kind of subtle, but still has a presence. I think it's a really beautiful fragrance, and if I did not have so many other fragrances, I would hang on to it, but I've got to let some go. Okay, so I'm on fragrantica.com, and I'm going to read you the main accords that we have listed. So we have citrus, woody, fresh spicy, aromatic, white floral, and powdery. So I definitely get the citrus. I get woody, but subtle. It's almost like, it's not grassy. It's a lighter woods. I don't know how to say it. lighter woods. And then yes, I definitely get the fresh spicy, something kind of aromatic. There is florals in here, but they're subtle. And then the powdery, that's very subtle. So I kind of agree with that breakdown for the most part. Okay, and then let's look at the notes next. We do have quite a few notes in this fragrance. So for our top notes, we've got 5 top notes, and these are all of our fruits. So we have bergamot, citruses, green mandarin, fig, and pear. So I definitely get the citruses. It's a little hard to say, which. Is it the bergamot, the citruses, the green mandarin? And honestly, I'm not sure, does green mandarin smell a little more green, like a little more like bergamot? I'm not sure. I would assume. So I'm going to say I feel like I get the green mandarin and the bergamot. It's a little bit more of like a tart citrus versus like a sweet citrus. So, think like orange or mandarin. That to me is a little more sweet and juicy. And this is a little bit more tart, astringent, like something closer to lemon, bergamot. Okay, and then we also have fig and pear, and I definitely don't think I get any fig. I feel like I get a touch of pear, but it's very subtle. So I mostly get citruses in our top notes. Okay, and then for our middle notes, we've got 4 middle notes. They are cardamom, lily, jasmine, and narcissus. I have to be honest, I don't really know what narcissus smells like. I think that's in the same group family as not dandelion. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Daffodil. I think narcissus is like in the same group as daffodil, but I don't know what that smells like. I guess we could look and see what it says. Narcissus. Heady, opulent, floral, animalic scent with green nuances and a hint of hay and tobacco. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure. I feel like I'm probably getting lily the most of all of these. And am I getting the cardamom note? I'm not really sure. If I'm getting the cardamom, it's just a touch. There's something a little spicy in here. So it might be the cardamom, could also be something from the florals. But I think I'm going to say I'm getting lily most from the middle notes. Okay, and then lastly for our base notes, we've got 4 base notes. And they are Virginia cedar, musk, olive tree, and sandalwood. These base notes make sense to me. I feel like the cedar and olive tree might be as well, giving a little bit of like a spicy is not quite the right word, but something in that realm. Yeah, I feel like olive tree can give a little bit of that like somehow like spicy interest. So I'm getting a bit of musk as well. And I could see the sandalwood, so those base notes make sense to me. However, none of them stand out on their own, really. It all just kind of creates a seamless, slightly woody, musky, slightly green base. I think the olive tree is the only note, really the only note that is, we could say is like green, except maybe the green mandarin. But anyway, so what I get, looking at all of those notes together, what I get most is citruses. I get that lightly musky, woody base with maybe a little spice and greenness from the olive tree. And then I get maybe a touch of lily and cardamom in the mid, and just kind of a touch of white floral in general. That's mostly what I get. I'm going to show the votes on Fragrantica to compare. I have to log in because I'm on I got a new laptop finally, so I gotta log in. So when I show the votes on Fragrantica, people say they smell bergamot, citruses, cedar, green mandarin, cardamom, musk, olive, lily. So that's nice to see in that order, because yeah, all of the notes that I said I didn't smell in particular are ones that people also say they don't smell in particular. So my nose seems to be matching up with other people's noses. Okay, so let's briefly take a break and I'll touch on Yellow Diamond, and then I'll come back to Versance and just go over a couple other things. So Yellow Diamond, as you can see, this is just a dabber. It's the small dabber size. I am selling it. I had smelled a sample of it before, but I just thought it'd be fun to get this size and like really test it out again. It's really nice. It's very likable, but it's just there's nothing interesting or like, I don't know, it's just not addictive enough in any way for me to keep it. And if I kept it, I would honestly get like at least a travel spray or a small bottle, because you know me, I do not like these dabber bottles. I also wanted to get it because it has mimosa, and I've kind of been interested in the note of mimosa recently. So yeah, this fragrance to me is, I'll put a tiny bit on my, oh, I don't know if you can hear my daughter, but she's screaming downstairs. She's with her dad. This is another citrus fragrance, but it's citrus floral. You definitely get more floral, and it's much more powdery musky, which makes it really likable to me. It's a little bit more like soft, and it has more of like a soft, fluffy, musky texture. Also comes through a little bit aquatic, and the dry down is a little bit soapy to me. Right off the bat, I wouldn't think soapy right away, but as it dries down, it becomes a little more soapy to me. So, like I said, this has notes of mimosa, which I feel like that, as well as the water lily. There's a water lily note. Those are like the main florals I get in here. The water lily gives it an aquatic type floral feel, very fresh, dewy, soft. And then mimosa is a yellow floral that's kind of powdery. Then in the top note, what I mostly get is a lemon and pear. So, you know, a little bit fruity, a little bit lemony. And again, those notes kind of come through in a fresh, aquatic way. And then in our base, we have musk, guaiac wood, and amber, but really I mostly get musk. So to me, I get lemon, pear, mimosa, water lily, and musk. And yeah, I feel like it's a very likable fragrance. I did a review of it recently if you want to watch the full review. I think I called it a girl next door fragrance, in the sense that it's like she's very likable, she's very reliable. There's nothing that like is super showy about her, but yeah, girl next door fragrance, I would say. Okay, so back to Versance. As I tend to do, I'm just going to go over a few other stats on this fragrance. So on Fragrantica, it has a really good rating, 4.01 out of 5 with almost 11,000 votes. So that's a really good rating. People like this fragrance. It was launched in 2009, so it's been around for, gosh, that's 16 years now. So yeah, it's done well. I feel like you don't necessarily see this in department stores though, but I don't know. I don't really go to department stores much, so you don't see it around a whole lot, but either way, it's made the rounds and people like it. Especially for a lighter fragrance, I feel like that's a really good rating. Okay, and then some pros and cons that Fragrantica lists. They say it's suitable for summer, crisp and clean scent, elevates mood, fresh citrusy, ideal for work or casual wear, good for those who dislike sweet or heavy fragrances. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. This is not sweet. There's nothing sweet in here. It's very fresh, clean, crisp. Cons, it says not suitable for those who dislike citrus or fig scents. I agree, except I don't personally get fig as a note. May not be long lasting or strong enough. It is a lighter fragrance, that's for sure. May not be suitable for those who dislike synthetic scents. I mean, honestly, to me, it smells fairly natural. It doesn't really come off as synthetic to me. Can smell like laundry detergent or aftershave for some. I could see that, but to me it doesn't come off that way. It comes off as more natural and citrusy, but not in like a cleaner way. Not like a citrus cleaner way. Okay, and then some other stats. People rate the longevity as actually mid-range, so not bad. And they rate the sillage as like a 4 out of 10. I haven't worn this in a minute, but I feel like it's not super strong, but it's a citrus, so sometimes citrus can be a bit bold because it's kind of so sharp, so I guess I could see that. As for gender, people rate it on the feminine leaning unisex side. I agree. I think it's fairly feminine. I would say it just leans tiny bit. Did I say feminine? It's fairly unisex. It just leans a tiny bit feminine to me. But really, I feel like even like a masculine man could still wear this and it wouldn't be like surprising. Okay. Okay, let's read a few reviews to finish up this review. Somebody says, this is a nice citrus, but I feel it's too preppy for me. I feel like it should be worn with a crisp white button down and a cropped haircut. I also seem to have associations with 2000s moms, which makes sense with the year that it came out, even though I don't have a specific memory of it. So yes, I would say it's lovely and the notes are accurate and it's high quality, but maybe not for me. I agree. I feel like it would go really well with like a crisp white button-down shirt. Okay, somebody else says, this reminds me of Cerruti Image for women without the spice or leather notes. I loved that fragrance except those notes, so this is perfect for me. Light and fresh, inoffensive, and easy to wear. My boyfriend, who is sensitive to scents, likes this one a lot. Okay, somebody says, I don't like very much citrus fragrances, but this was something else. I find it very nice, even though I can't detect the olive tree note. It's really fresh and juicy, appropriate for hot summer days. It makes you feel comfort and freshness. Thanks, Versance. You know what, speaking of olive tree notes, and you know, okay, I'm sorry, I literally just dropped this and it made a huge noise, but anyway, I was trying to say that this is a new scent I have purchased called Illusion by Bottega Veneta. It's kind of similar. It's kind of similar because it's got that olive tree note, and I can definitely pick it up in this one even more so. But both of these have, I feel like it's the olive note. And this one, Illusion, is also citrus. I think it's a little bit woody as well. So these ones are very similar. I honestly didn't make that connection until now. Very similar. I think I like this one better. I hope I do, seeing as I am selling my Versance and I am keeping this one. But I really love this fragrance. Very fresh, green, little woody aromatic. Really, really nice. People also seem to compare Versace Versence to Chanel Chance Autant, not Autant, Eau Fraiche. I can see the comparison, however this one goes in a different direction for me. Much more patchouli, very beautiful, different. Okay, let's read a review or two of somebody who does not like this fragrance. See what they have to say. Somebody says, as a Greek, I really wanted to love this, but I didn't. I love citruses and figs, but there's too much of them in here. I prefer Un Jardin en Méditerranée from Hermès. It's in this category. Versance is not unpleasant in any way, but it's generic and unisex, in my opinion. Okay. Let's see what else. Somebody else says, this is not my favorite. It smells pretty much like lemony to me, nothing special. A bit like a laundry detergent. I love citrus well enough, but this also doesn't last, and there's no sillage. I have a 5 milliliter sample, gone in 2 days. If you like a safe, clean, office-friendly, decidedly summer scent, you may like it. Makes sense. I could understand that critique. Okay, so I think that's everything I wanted to go over. Yeah. I'm sending you all peace, love, beauty, and harmony. And I'll catch you all again soon. Okay, bye.